My name is Melissa and Jase, and I'm the manager at the Haymarket Café in downtown Northampton. We have kind of an independent spirit in that way that we roasted ourselves. Everything here has been built from the ground up by the owner, and it just kind of been created over time into this warm place that I think has a feeling that other places in town don't necessarily have. It's very homey and old and kind of just comfortable and artistic and spirited all at the same time. I've heard people say that it's a hipster vibe. We got a lot of different people that come here. There are professors that come here, and there are, street musicians that come here. So it's everything, from lows to highs as far as economic status or lifestyle. I guess we have a hipster kind of reputation for also the young adults that work here and our styles and things like that. But I think that I just think our vibe is welcoming. That's how I try to, or something that I try to put out. That you can kind of be whoever you are and be here and be comfortable and not be judged, and just enjoy our services, whatever kind of person you are. And in the past we had a reputation as having an attitude, but just because we're allowed to be ourselves here, the workplace, we're allowed to be ourselves, and that's something that makes us all love working here, that we're allowed to kind of just be ourselves. There's no fake, oh, how are you today? What would you like? There's not that kind of posing, and at times that's kind of got us in trouble since we're allowed to be ourselves, but usually people really like it because we're honest and we're not false, and we try to be friendly and communicate. I think people come here for our beans are always fresh, our coffees are always fresh. We have the juices and smoothies that other places don't have, so we have that healthy kind of aspect that is really good that people want. And we also have a really great restaurant downstairs where we make everything from scratch. We make our own bread, we make our own pastas, we make just everything from scratch. Our food is really delicious, it's really healthy, it's vegetarian, but we don't advertise being vegetarian because we feel like anyone, whether you eat meat or not, should be able to find something here that they enjoy. And when people buy their coffee, sometimes they take it to go. We have a lot of people, there's a work rush kind of early in the morning, and then in the afternoon after people get out, people will take it to go, or they'll just sit here for a while and enjoy coffee, enjoy one of our pastries, because we make everything from scratch in our bakery as well. It only gets frustrating when someone sits here for a really long time, when it gets really busy, and there are other people that that want to order food, and a family full of 4, and they can't find somewhere to sit because there's a student who's been here for 5 hours with their papers all over the place, and they've only bought one coffee, and it's frustrating when a family comes in and they're like, oh, there's nowhere to sit. So we kind of lose that business, of 4 people ordering food and drinks because one person doesn't have internet at their apartment or doesn't want to go to the library, and that's kind of frustrating sometimes. And we'll ask those people if they can move sometimes, and usually people cooperate. It's hard to get students to understand things sometimes. They kind of feel an ownership and they don't really realize we're also trying to run a business. I think it's sort of an American thing, the personal space kind of issues, and we've got a really large table downstairs that multiple people can sit at, which I think is sort of a European or international idea that people are really kind of hesitant to share a table with a stranger for some reason. But it'd be nice if everybody sat with strangers, because it'd be nice if people just talked more instead of just being on their computer. The Haymarket, even the name, it kind of evokes the ethic that they wanted to kind of put forth as far as a place that's good to its workers and helpful in its community, and just kind of supports people, supports the people that work here, supports the community as far as giving them healthy food and quality coffee. And I know that we've tried lately to kind of bring back up that kind of supporting community thing with having events like bands and music, and there are certain nights that we have jazz musicians. We've had poetry like readings before and art shows, and that's something that Peter and I are working really hard on trying to kind of bring back, because we want to be able to use this space for anybody to use this space. Recently, the bakers have come up with an actual vegan croissant recipe. Like, we make our croissants from scratch every day, and that's been kind of one thing that it's been hard for me to tear away from. But so yeah, they started making vegan croissants and vegan danishes, and they're really good. Like, if you didn't tell someone that it was vegan, they wouldn't be like, there's something weird about this. So I really like when they make those. That's probably my new favorite thing.